Hello, what's up guys, I'm PDlightning, and just yesterday the first snapshot 20w45a for the 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update had just came out, and ignoring the fact they rudely interrupted my upload schedule, let's get into today's video. The first and probably the most important feature that is added in this snapshot is the Amethyst Geodes. As you can see on the screen right now, the Amethyst Geodes are currently generated all over the place in this snapshot, and I believe Mojang is definitely going to change that further down the line since they did announce that Amethyst Geodes are super rare on Minecon 2020. The new Amethyst Geodes spawn in a sphere shape covered with tuff and calcite, which are two new blocks added in this snapshot. Now, currently we do not have any information about these two blocks, but I do believe they are going to be building blocks similar to granite, andesite, and diorite. The Amethyst Geo usually spawn with an entrance, and inside it we have the different stages of amethyst, the blocks of amethyst, and the budding of amethyst. The block of amethyst can be mined using silk touch, but the budding of amethyst, which is the block amethyst generates on, cannot be picked up with any tool or any enchantment. There are in total 4 stages of amethyst, and you use a pickaxe to mine the Amethyst Cluster, aka the final stage. You can get amethyst shards. The number of shards you can get can be increased using version. The other 3 stages of the amethyst, however, cannot be mined or picked up in this snapshot, but I do believe they're going to change that in the upcoming snapshots. Another thing that was added in the snapshot relating to the amethyst is the Tinted Glass. This is a block that stops all light from shining through, hence creating a dark area within locations with a light source. It uses 4 amethyst shards and 1 single piece of glass in the middle to create, and the best part is you can mine it using just your fist. As you probably noticed, mining and placing any amethyst related blocks will play a very beautiful sound effect that resembles crystals, and if you shoot a projectile on those blocks, the sound effect will also be played. So next up, we are going to check out the copper ore, and surprisingly enough, they have added pretty much all the contents for copper that was announced during Minecon, including the copper blocks, lightning rod, and spyglass. The copper can be smelted using furnace and blast furnace into copper ingots, and you can use copper ingots to create copper blocks, and using copper blocks you can craft copper bricks, and using the copper bricks you can craft copper slabs and stairs. You can wax any stage of any copper block except the final stage to stop its oxidation, meaning locking its texture from going to the next stage of the 4 stages. And wax copper blocks and non-wax copper blocks have the exact same texture. The lightning rod gathers all the lightning that might strike in a 4x16 blocks area onto the rod, which means a 4-chunk radius, and as you might have guessed, this is a much easier way to create charged creeper farms. The last big new content from this snapshot is the bundles. Bundles can contain up to 64 different items in Minecraft, but non-stackable items like tools, armors can take up an entire bundle. There are obviously more improvements for the bundles in the future. For example, its recipe requires rabbit hide, which isn't exactly easy to get during early gameplays, but all in all, I think the bundles will be very useful items when 1.17 finally releases. Now, there are still a few minor features in this snapshot like the candles. The candle came in 17 colors, and just like turtle eggs and sea pickles, they can stack up to 4 in a 1x1 space. And yes, you do need a flint and steel to light it up. Well, at least on land. It can also be placed on top of cakes, which is a pretty neat addition that I did not think of. Another great addition that was added in 20w45a is the ability to turn dirt block, quartz dirt, podzol, and even mycelium into path blocks. And you have no idea how hyped I was after seeing this addition. This is just so much more convenient than before. Last but not least, we have a feature that was in the Bedrock edition of the game but not Java, and it is the ability to put lava inside of cauldron. It's not a groundbreaking addition, but at least it sends out the same amount of signal as 1 level of water inside a cauldron. Alright, that is the end of today's video, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to keep up with the new snapshots in the future, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Now I will be seeing you guys in the next update. Bye!